Give these idiots the smackdown that they deserve. Untrained, ignorant people who don't have a clue. Ultra-Presbyterian, 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 ultra-Presbyterian. Untrained, ignorant people who don't have a clue. Untrained, unqualified, ignorant, arrogant individuals. What the hell? What the hell? Untrained, unqualified, ignorant, arrogant individuals. They don't even read Arabic. What the hell? Ultra-Presbyterian, 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 ultra-Presbyterian. I don't respond to stupidity and foolishness. What the hell? Ultra-Presbyterian, 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 ultra-Presbyterian. I don't respond to stupidity and foolishness. What the hell? I don't respond to stupidity and foolishness. Ultra-Presbyterian. I have rarely come across somebody who is more vulgar, vile, foul-mouthed, vicious, repugnant, depraved excuse of a preacher. What the hell? What the hell? Ultra-Presbyterian, 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 ultra-Presbyterian. And I wonder, truly, does he know he's lying, or is he mentally insane? Ultra-Presbyterian, ultra-Presbyterian. Untrained, ignorant people who don't have a clue. Ultra-Presbyterian, 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 ultra-Presbyterian. Does he know he's lying, or is he mentally insane? What the hell? Ultra-Presbyterian, 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 ultra-Presbyterian.
Sometimes, yes, ignorance is bliss.
And I wonder, truly, does he know he's lying, or is he mentally insane?
Hallelujah. Let Lord Jesus Christ shine forth. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining us. Welcome, and welcome, David Wood. How are you doing?
I'm good. I just wanted everyone to know, in case it wasn't clear, that when you hear Sheikh Yasir Qadhi go on that tirade like Muhammad Hijab, where he acts, he's like quoting a thesaurus of insults, he was talking about me, D. Wood, not.
Well, you are not that sensitive anymore, right? It's okay. People have freedom to say whatever they want to say, and in America they get extra freedoms. So
Yeah, that was those clips are from that show after he had the holes in the narrative interview, and everyone was attacking him and making fun of him. It's like clockwork. They'll always, after they get completely humiliated, they'll try to redeem themselves by going after us, and it was a pretty funny show.
Wasn't that video he said, like, he explained the reason why he kind of take down the comment section, and then the whole video stuff. He was under so much pressure thanks to people like you, he describes as ultra-Presbyterian.
Yeah, so these guys, they do something, and then the Ummah's really mad at them. So then they try to demonstrate their value to the Ummah, to be in everyone's good graces again. So they'll say, hey, look, I'm attacking all the people you hate. Do you like me again? And then, they slowly warmed up to him. Oh, look, he's building Epic City. Yay, it's going to be great. It's going to be a big Muslim city. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, did you know that the Hadith methodology can't stand up to any scholarly scrutiny, and that there isn't one actual scholar on the planet who takes our methodology seriously? Did you know that, guys? Our entire historical method is a complete joke. And when I walk into the mosque, yes, I have to believe all this stuff. But when I'm in the scholarly circles, I don't say any of this nonsense from the Hadith. I get laughed out of the realm of academia. So, and that's where we're at.
Do you remember this video? Let me put it up on the screen. I was just deleting some of my files, and I was thinking whether should I delete this or keep it, but it is like very similar what you are saying. Do you remember this video?
Yasir Qadhi is a learned man. I don't believe he's a sheikh just because he has a PhD from Yale. He's Dr. Yasir Qadhi, no doubt, but that doesn't make him an authority on religious matters. People must be warned that every time Dr. Yasir Qadhi opens his mouth, he claims to be an authority on every field he talks on. I've written a book on the Quran, so I'm a specialist on the Quran. I have the highest qualification in the hadith literature. I can claim the same things. I have ijazat going back to Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I have one of the shortest chains of hadith that was given to me by my sheikh that goes through Shah Waliullah Dehlavi from Hind all the way back to the Prophet ﷺ. Now, does that give me the right that I can start talking on these sciences and start giving judgments? No. So Dr. Yasir Qadhi, as learned as he is, not only his politics is messed up, even his theology is messed up. So be warned, Dr. Yasir Qadhi is someone we should be putting aside for now. The Muslim community should stay clear of Dr. Yasir Qadhi. Yasir Qadhi.
Wow.
Do you remember this?
Nope. Did not remember that.
It was on Adnan's YouTube channel. Like, he edited and then made it short and then put it on his YouTube channel.
So it's a good video. It's a good video, Adnan. Doing a bang up job, man.
Okay, focus. Yeah, I was just thinking whether I should delete it or not, and then you mentioned all other things, and then I thought, let me play that. Okay, so the reason intro song was because we are gonna review a video clip from Yasir Qadhi. So I just thought those of you who are joining us in the chat can kind of participate what is coming. That was kind of intention. It wasn't kind of preparing our minds to next few weeks what's gonna happen with the holes in the narrative thing. So it was just different purpose. So how are you doing, David?
Pretty good.
Good. So few weeks ago, Yasir Qadhi was interviewed in a by a Sufi-ish, a Muslim scholar, in Urdu language. Video is on his YouTube channel, and then there is a segment in that video when we kind of listened it. We talked about this is their plan to invasion of the West, and he was just setting out the plan. I thought we can share that with the English speaking world. That's kind of overall plan, if that's okay with you.
Wait, so he's laying out like a serious plan and not like we just want peace and tolerance for everyone for all times. Not that kind of like.
It's not like epic city style, but he talks about the freedoms he has and then what he needs to do, all those kind of things.
All right.
It's just only thing is it's not in English. We heard similar statements from others, but it's good to kind of be reminded what they say, because if we say these things they are saying, we are labeled and canceled, all those kind of things. So it is good that they are practicing their freedom of speech.
No, that's good. And yeah, so we'll listen to his plans for the West, and I'll let him know if they line up with what the Quran and Hadith say.
Okay. So Adam Sika translated this to English. Thank you, Adam. So
let's see if this Sufi. We only know. Yeah, you said Sufi.
Sufi-ish.
Okay, Sufi-ish. Yeah, I just want to know
from lots of other things.
Yeah, because we only know one Sufi that we hang out with regularly, and he's way cooler. He's way cooler than all the rest of these guys. So I'm going to see if that pattern continues, and this guy is just way cooler than Sheikh Yasir Qadhi or any of the Dawa guys.
Who is this Sufi you hang up with?
Isa.
Oh.
Isa Kabir joins us for shows.
Okay. Yeah.
Doesn't cry when we make fun of Muhammad.
Okay. Well, you look at the Sufi history in Turkey, and then they were pretty violent. But anyway.
Oh, I know it was bloodbath back in the day, but come on, it was a bloodbath for everybody back then. They're cool now, at least the one I know. So,
so this part of the interview, he is also talking about how there is only one Quran stuff. This guy is asking him, "What are your thoughts on that?" Like you said, this kind of things. Let's
wait. Sheikh Yasir Qadhi saying there was one Quran, or this other dude?
Sheikh Yasir Qadhi saying there is only one Quran.
Are you kidding me?
No.
He's back to saying that?
Yeah.
I want to look around. I've got the book that is buried somewhere, but the book by his dad, the award-winning book by his dad. whatever it was, 150 or 130 evident miracles of the Quran. His dad, Mazhar Qadhi, was one of the people that spread the total lie about perfect preservation. His award-winning da'wah book said there is not one letter, not even one dot of difference between any two Qurans in history. And that he spread that nonsense. And then Yasir Qadhi wanted to eventually, when he got called out and exposed, and his messages got leaked by Fareed, and he decided he had to speak the truth for once in his life. And he said, our story doesn't really work. There are holes in the narrative. Everything blew up, and then he learned you can't tell the truth to the Ummah. And then once again, several years later, he spoke the truth for like 90 seconds and said that Hadith methodology is actually garbage and no historian takes it seriously. And he's still in trouble over that. So now he's in the, I will redeem myself in the eyes of the Ummah by going back to telling people comforting lies about their stupid book.
He's good at it, though. And you need, no one wants to walk in another person's shoes, right? We all want our own identity stuff. So he doesn't want to be known as a scholar whose father is famous. He just wants to be known for his own work, for his own speech. That's a good thing.
Wants to be known as the guy who completely destroyed his dad's work.
Okay.
Hey, you know, to be funny, I don't know if his dad is around anymore. But what would be crazy if, like, when Yasir Qadhi was saying there's only one Quran and that there isn't a letter's difference, he said it's still completely false and ridiculous, but he said since the time of Uthman. So he wasn't talking about, Qurans before that led to Uthman burning them all. But we've got that clip for the Why Islam campaign when he was saying, not one letter of difference between any two Qurans since the time of Uthman. Total lie. Almost all the Qurans we have are from that recension, and all kinds of differences. But anyway, so you had that, then he had this holes in the narrative interview, and now he's back to one Quran. It would be crazy if, like, whether he tells the truth is based on whether he's, like, arguing with his dad or something, you know what I mean? Or like some other family member who's spouting the nonsense, and, like, when they're getting along, he tells the lie. Yes, only one Quran. And then when he's mad, he's like, I'll destroy that lie. I'll destroy that lie since they're mad at me. I'll tell them, yes, there's holes in the narrative. And then he gets in trouble, but then they're on good terms again. So he talks about building Epic City, and then he's mad at his family again. So he's like, the Hadith methodology sucks, but now they're good again. So, hey, there's only one Quran. It'd be funny if it's like something else that's causing him to just backflip between being the hero of Islam and the destroyer of Islam, then the hero of Islam, then the destroyer of Islam, then the hero, then the destroyer. I'm like trying to figure out what is going on in this guy's head. That's the best theory I can come up with. He's interacting with some family members or some other people who are ticking him off periodically.
More like lots of pressure from Muslim community.
Yeah, that's more likely. And every once in a while, he'll be in a situation where he's compelled to be honest, and he finds out you're not allowed to speak the truth in Islam. You got to lie.
Well, welcome to the world of Islam. Okay, so those of you who are joining us in the chat, if you want to get my attention, please tag Hatun Tash DCCI Ministries. Appears with color code, and then you will get my attention. So the video we are going to watch is subtitle. Unless Urdu is your mother tongue or you can understand it, listen it. Otherwise, you just need to give full attention to screen. Sorry for that. It is usually not very comfortable thing to do, but that's what we have. Let's go.
वो कभी आया नहीं है अमेरिका. यहाँ पे जो हम लोग.
Sorry, I don't know why it started in the 14th second.
देखिए ना, I understand हम पाकिस्तान कई बार जा चुके हैं और हम बहुत ही different countries भी जा चुके हैं. I understand कि जो अमेरिका अभी आया नहीं है, उसका जो तस्वर है अमेरिका का, वो सिर्फ हॉलीवुड मूवीज से और फॉरेन पॉलिसी से बन रही है. वो कभी आया नहीं है अमेरिका. यहाँ पे जो हम लोग दावा का काम कर सकते हैं, कहीं दुनिया में हम लोग नहीं कर सकते हैं. अच्छा. जो हम लोग को फ्रीडम्स यहाँ पे मिल रही हैं, हम लोग अपने आप को इस्लाम सिखाएं और अपने बच्चों को सिखाएं और दूसरे लोग को इस्लाम के बारे में बोलें और जो मराकज़ कायम करें और जो मदारिस हम लोग कायम करें, जो हमारे पास इंटरनली फ्रीडम्स हैं, कोई दुनिया में ऐसे मुल्क नहीं जो हम लोग को ऐसे फ्रीडम्स देगी। हम ट्रैवल कर सकते हैं, द फ्रीडम्स वी हैव इन अमेरिका और कहीं नहीं है। तो हम लोग जो है क्यों इसको बर्बाद करें? हम लोग rather we should take advantage कि हम लोग
Let me pause there for a second. So he's expressing that he traveled lots of part of the world and he doesn't have as much as freedom he has in America comparing to other worlds, other part of the world. So right now he's in Saudi. He doesn't have freedom in Saudi the way he has freedom in America. Think about it. And he's a Muslim. Just think that.
It's pretty wild because I mean, he's saying like we should, like he was saying something about we should learn from these freedoms and so on. It's like but you guys don't, you don't actually want them, because normally freedom of speech like you have here would entail freedom of criticizing Islam. You guys don't want that. Not in the countries you want to make, not in Epic City even. You don't want that sort of thing. Freedom of religion, that people can decide to leave Islam. You don't want that. You know you don't want that. So what do you mean? It's interesting that he has to present it. He has to present it to this scholar as freedom to give da'wah. For that's kind of a selling point. I don't know why he's trying to get everyone to get people over there to like America or something like that. But yeah, freedom to give da'wah, and we have more opportunities in the United States than anywhere else in the world. So we have to use it. Now, the problem is da'wah is already losing. We have to go around hunting. Da'wah booths because they don't want to engage with anyone who knows the da'wah script. But yeah, so I wouldn't get my hopes up too high. Sheikh Yasir Qadhi, people are learning to respond to da'wah. Any da'wah you want to give, you better give it real quick, like real quick, like better go do it right now because people are catching on.
And another thing is, if you think about it, so they've got freedom in here to teach Islam and practice Islam. The very freedom, they take it from non-Muslims in Muslim majority countries, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need permission to simply do some adjustments in your church. You need permission to do very simple, like you need a permission to believe what you want to believe in Muslim majority countries, and you don't get that permission.
Oh, Adam Seeker posted a comment. He said they don't have freedom to give da'wah as in their countries because of many different sects fighting amongst each other. So not even that freedom. So they basically will crack down on you if you're from the wrong sect, or they don't want people stirring up anger by giving da'wah. So he's pointing out, hey, we have more freedom for da'wah in the US than you guys have in Muslim countries.
Yeah, well, you don't want to imagine some of the Shiites are doing da'wah in Saudi right now, right? Everyone is in Mecca, they are doing their Hajj, and Shiites are giving leaflets. Oh, why do you need to follow the Imams stuff? No, it won't work. Or, yeah, the Sunni sect that you are not signed up for, or government is not signed up for, won't work either. Good. They've got freedom to do whatever they want.
हम लोग rather we should take advantage कि हम लोग अपने आप को इस्लाम सिखाएं, अपने बच्चों को सिखाएं, और जो अमेरिकन हमारे जो पाते हैं, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, every week आप जानते हैं हमारे मस्जिद में लोग मुसलमान होते हैं, every week हमारे यहाँ शहादत होती रहती है, बल्कि जब गज़ा के बाद में हो रहा था, it increased even more. तो हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि we have the potential कि हम लोग.
I just want to point out something. When I watched this video, I find that part was depressing. So people are taking their shahada. People are becoming a Muslim, especially almost every week now, what they have seen happening in Gaza. So people are looking at that terror, and somehow people want to be alongside of the terrorists. Like,
Well,
how is that even possible?
well, I mean, the way it actually happens is, you know, they find out it's you can be part of these cool protests and so on, screaming, you know, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, and so on. And you could be all of a sudden you're super cool and you're on the cutting edge and stuff, and oh wow, they'll cheer for me even more if I convert. I've seen within the past couple of months, I've seen. I'm trying to think of where. I'm trying to think if it was an article or or some people on TikTok, but they were complaining that they aren't able to hold on to the converts that they got during the war, and now the converts are leaving Islam because there's not enough interest in following it anymore. But that would kind of align with the statistics. It's between 60 and 70% of people who convert to Islam leave it within a few years. So these guys actually create more ex-Muslims with their dawah than they create Muslims. But yeah, weird stuff.
There was an article where it was talking about 7 out of 10 converts to Islam are leaving Islam. But I still find it's difficult. Like, all I remember on 7th October is screaming. People are running for their life. They are screaming. There are guns are shooting on men and women and kids, to young to old. People are taken as a hostage, as a kidnapped. Without their permission, they were put in another land. And people simply watch those clips. And those clips were shared by the terrorists, right? And people watched those clips and then they said, well, I want to take my shahada. How ugly your heart needs to be, like how far you are from God. It's just so far. You are so far from the Lord.
Nina Sora says, does this language mix English in? Yes, you can tell they do. And matter of fact, when he was talking, it reminded me of Nabil, because that's what I noticed whenever Nabil, because I'd hear Nabil talking to his parents on the phone, and how like every, you know, 7th or 8th word was actually an English word, and you could kind of get the gist of what they're talking about, even though they're speaking Urdu, and it would be like going to McDonald's and blah 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 blah. See, got to get a cup, and it's this weird little English insert. I think a lot of technological stuff and various concepts that people are just more familiar with the English terms, and they've adopted them.
Huh. Well, it helps us to pick up things as well. So good.
It increased even more. तो हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि we have the potential कि हम लोग इस्लाम को सिखाएं और फैलाएं. बाहर जो लोग हैं उनको ये मालूम नहीं है. वो सिर्फ देखते हैं अमेरिकन बॉम्ब्स गिरे, अमेरिका वो करे, ये जाती हो रही है. और जरूर जो गुस्सा है और जो लानत देना चाह रहे हैं, I understand where they're coming from. ठीक, लेकिन in the end of the day हम जो काम कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे हम कहीं और नहीं कर सकते.
You hear that? At the end of the day,
हम लोग जो है हम.
That's the other thing, like various little phrases that they hear over and over again in American movies and stuff like that. They work their way into the language.
Adam says, Urdu is mixed of Hindu, Arabic, Persian, and English language. The Urdu means mixture of languages.
नहीं कर सकते. बिल्कुल सही. तो हम और क्या करेंगे फिर? बिल्कुल सही. तो हम लोग जो है हम ये फॉलो करते हैं. हुजूर सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने फरमाया हदीस अबू दाऊद में, जाहिदुल मुशरिकीना बिअमवालिकुम व अनफुसिकुम व अलसिनतिकुम. मुशरिक के खिलाफ तुम स्ट्रगल कायम करो, कभी कभार पैसे से, कभी कभार फिजिकल, कभी कभार ज़बान से. मैं जो है सोच रहा हूं हम लोग अभी ज़बान के हम लोग टाइम पे हैं. हम लोग इंटेलेक्चुअल जिहाद के टाइम. हम लोग डिफेंड करने चाह रहे हैं इस्लाम को इन सोशल मीडिया amongst the people who preaching and teaching. हम लोग को जो opportunity दी गई है, nobody before us had this opportunity. So,
what do you think about the opportunities they have to defend Islam on social media and in many different platforms, explain Islam to people? You think they are doing awesome job?
No, they're doing a terrible job, and it sucks. Their stuff only works on dumb people who, or not, you can be intelligent, but still be dumb in the sense of gullible, and you don't look things up or fact check what people are telling you. So it's basically people who are dumb, either just completely like low IQ or super lazy and sloppy and don't look things up. Those are the only people they kind of like win over to Islam. But mainly Dawa's like chest thumping, trying to impress Muslims to try and keep them from leaving Islam. But no, I mean, it's interesting. He was talking about jihad of the tongue. So, you have jihad where you actually go out there and fight. But if you're too weak, then you practice jihad of the tongue. You start, just preaching it, trying to defend it, and so on. And in situations where you don't have you can't even do that, then you have jihad of the heart. You just remain enraged and so on, and you wait. But this jihad of the tongue, I mean, this completely in line with the stuff that, like from Sheikh Asim al-Hakim, where he's talking about, hey, Muslims aren't strong enough to go out and wage offensive jihad right now. We're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait decades. So we should focus on building up our community, strengthening our community, so that we can be ready, so we can get ready for the day when we can actually go around subjugating people, telling them they have to pay us or convert or die or be enslaved or something like that. But anyway, that Sheikh Asim would agree. We are in the jihad of the tongue stage where we're not strong enough to fight, so we do this instead.
On the topic of how people are kind of just jumping into Islam, I think one of the also reason for that is seeking for emotional attachment. Anything they see, oh yeah, this makes me feel okay right now, all that like intentional, what is the term for it? Intentional deception, where like they are intentionally coming alongside of you, showing care and love, all those kind of things. And then you just like, oh yeah, I like that. I miss this community stuff. And then that causes you to take your shahada, because there is emotional attachment made you somehow good about yourself. And then another thing is like bully. Lots of Muslims are staying in Islam because they are bullied by other Muslims, or there are individuals who's got platform, they become a Muslim because they are simply bullied into Islam. Like I recently saw a clip of Cynical. I can't remember the name of the person, but there was a video with one Christian versus 12 Muslim, and there was this red ninja, red lady.
Oh yeah, that's Cora. She's going to be the new star of Dawah.
Good for her. Anyway, that red ninja, Cynical is talking with him, and then he's bringing up the racism in Islam, pointing out, like what she thinks about it. You can pick up, like, if you remember a couple of years back, while he's in, I think he was in Saudi, and then Sheikh turned to him and then said, yeah, like, what the man? What the man?
Yeah, he said, get out of my house, you're a kafir, or something like that. Yeah, and that was Sheikh Asim al-Hakim, who I just mentioned, because these guys are in Saudi Arabia. So
yeah, so that was in the context of racism, right? So that info still stuck with Cynical. He's trying to find individuals who can simply make him feel good about himself, and then they are giving the alternative views on it. So some people, the point I was trying to make is, some people are bullied into Islam and they are fighting their way to stay in that religion that they are bullied into. And Cynical is a great example for that. He still has lots of concerns about very basics, but because he's bullied into it, he's not brave enough to just go and dig his own hadith. So he's going from one person to other person to deal with very basic teachings of Islam. Very sad.
Yeah, as far as like him talking about converts and stuff, I still want to make a clip about this, but it was Chris Rock, the comedian. He was pointing out that our culture now is, he said it's worse than being addicted to like drugs. He said we've created a culture that's addicted to attention. And so everyone wants attention. And he points out different ways of getting attention. But one of the ways is being a victim. But I mean, just think about it. We create a culture that's addicted to attention. And then guess what? There's a really, really, really easy way to get a ton of attention. Just announce that you're converting to Islam. And that gets you a ton of attention because now you're being praised by Muslims. And then other people are criticizing you for becoming a Muslim. But then in addition to that, you get that instant victim status where anyone who's criticizing you is because of Islamophobia. So now you're a victim. But I think that's related to like the wave of young people becoming trans like 5 years ago. And it was just like you have a tiny percentage of the population, like very small percentage of the population of like boys who feel like they're girls and girls who feel like they're boys. And so, they eventually got to the point where they'd give them surgeries and stuff like that. But then all of a sudden, after this idea is being pushed on everybody, you'd end up with, there were schools where like 65% of the students were trans. And it's like, okay, that's not natural. This wasn't, you guys weren't like this. Someone somehow convinced you all that this is a thing. And there's a pretty simple explanation. It was, okay, if we've created a culture that's addicted to attention, that's a really easy way to, one, get tons of instant attention, and two, to get instant victim status, so that anyone who criticizes you, it's look, I'm being persecuted for who I am. But I think notice you get the people converting to Islam and, oh, check me out, I'm on TikTok. Yeah, I just reverted. Hey, come along with me for the journey and stuff. And there's lots of stuff that's going on right now that are basically cries for attention.
Dangerous days. Would you you said people are criticizing someone for becoming a Muslim? I think it's more of we are criticizing someone for simply saying okay to teachings of Islam, right? Not like they made a choice to what religion they want to believe, but the religion they believe promotes child marriage, promotes abuse, all that comes with the Islamic list. It's more about what they signed up, and the moment they sign up they start justifying it without any shame or without any thinking skills. But Islam, that's Islam. There is a comment for you. The girl also went to Alal's video.
That's Lady Logic. That's Avery's wife.
Okay.
And started going off on people in the comments saying they would be praying for her and whatnot. It's honestly so sad. Oh, so she went to Lady Logic's video and people were commenting saying that they'll be praying for her, and she was flipping out about it. Yeah.
Girl was brainwashed to become a Muslim. I saw that your name was tagged on that, so I wanted to bring that up. And then someone wants me to ask their question as well, since I brought someone else's question to your attention. David, please do a video exposing how modern Quran translators like Sahih International intentionally hide the office mistakes and inject non-existing miracles.
They obviously do that. That'd probably be better for one of the Arabic-speaking Christians.
Thank you very much, sir, for making sure David has to-do list. Okay, let's continue with the video.
हमारे नजरिए में we have no option but to defend Islam, preach Islam, teach Islam, given what we have. And इस मुल्क में जो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्लाह ताला ने हमको टेक्नोलॉजी भी दी है और फसाहत भी दी है और फ्रीडम भी दी है और पूरे जो amenities हैं दी है, alhamdulillah, we will take advantage of that to spread the religion of Islam. And I urge you, लोग जो अमेरिका के जो बाहर हैं वो, they should understand कि हम लोग का perspective living here is different than their perspective, and appreciate. मैं उनको ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि their perspective is wrong. They have their perspective, and हो सकते हैं जैसे बोलो there could be two competing. Also separate. हम लोग को ये separate करना चाहिए हुकूमत और लोगों. जी. हुकूमत के अपने पर भाई, without getting political, क्या हर पाकिस्तानी जो है रिस्पॉन्सिबल है हुकूमत पाकिस्तान का क्या होगा?
बिल्कुल नहीं,
तो फिर ठीक है।
कोई भी नहीं होता।
जब आप जो है खुद समझ रहे हैं कि बांग्लादेश में, पाकिस्तान में, टिम्बकटू में, जिम्बाब्वे में जो लोग हैं एक चीज है, हुकूमत दूसरी चीज है।
सही।
आप ये भी समझिए, हम जो है अमेरिकी हैं पासपोर्ट से, हमारी हुकूमत मुख्तलिफ है, वो तो हमारे मुख्तलिफ रोल है वो। आई डू नॉट एग्री एट ऑल, बल्कि मैं जो हमारे लेक्चर सुने, यू नो, मैं वेरी वेरी बिग क्रिटिक हूँ अमेरिकन फॉरेन पॉलिसी के। एवरी खुतबा, एवरी दर्स हम जो है उनके जो है क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं। बल्कि कल ही मैंने अपने मस्जिद में पूरे मैंने टॉक किया अबाउट क्रिटिसाइजिंग जो हो रहा है अभी ईरान में और गज़ा में सब हो रहा है। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हमको अब तक एक नुक्ते स्मॉलेस्ट अमाउंट से तंग नहीं हुआ मैं। न FBI हमारे घर आए, न CIA, न सीक्रेट सर्विस, न पुलिस। हमारे पास ये फ्रीडम है, ये बिल्कुल फ्रीडम है, ये कुछ हमको प्रॉब्लम नहीं मिलती। अब आप बताइए अगर हम कोई और मुल्क में गवर्नर, नॉट इवन प्रेसिडेंट, गवर्नर के बारे में कुछ कह दें, कोई स्टेटमेंट।
I got never been visited by police, FBI or secret service for what I'm saying, what I'm preaching. But if I do something like that, even if I criticize just the governor, things will be messed up in Muslim majority countries.
Yes, it will. Gosh, America's sounding pretty darn good from Sheikh Yasir Qadhi. Hey, America.
It gives him freedom to criticize it, right?
Yeah, Sheikh Yasir Qadhi. His blood is red, white, and blue. I'm ready to see if music wasn't haram, he'd be singing, and I'm proud to be an American. He'd be singing it every day.
Well, depends whose opinion you follow regarding the music is haram, right? You can find the minority scholars and then follow their opinion and then sing the anthem.
Yeah, but Sheikh Yasir Qadhi, even if he disagreed, he didn't want to get in trouble. He already got in too much trouble. As a matter of fact, that's Mufti Abu Layth when he was making fun of Sheikh Yasir Qadhi after the holes in the narrative interview. He was saying, he was going, Sheikh Yasir Qadhi, no, can't talk about that. Too sensitive. No, not that, Susan. Music. No, too sensitive. And then all of a sudden, what he actually wants to talk about is, oh yeah, the Quran is massively screwed up and we can't explain it. Why? It's like that. That's where you finally want to get controversial.
That guy is so funny.
He's hilarious.
Anyway.
हमारे पास ये फ्रीडम है, ये बिल्कुल फ्रीडम है, कुछ हमको प्रॉब्लम नहीं मिलती। अब आप बताइए अगर हम कोई और मुल्क में गवर्नर, नॉट इवन प्रेसिडेंट, गवर्नर के बारे में कुछ कह दें, कोई स्टेट मिनिस्टर के बारे में कह दें, फॉरेन सीक्रेट आके हमको जेल में डालेगी। तो आई थिंक हम लोग को इतना हेस्टी इमोशनल नहीं बनना चाहिए। हम लोग हालत दाफ में है ओवरऑल उम्मत में। जैसे एक सीरत के जो है सबको याद करना चाहिए कि जब सुलह हुदैबिया हुई थी, इब्न शिहाब ज़ुहरी कहते हैं 1 साल के अंदर जितने मुसलमान हो गए थे, who accepted Islam, it was 4 times the amount to 20 years before हुदैबिया।
और बज़ाहिर सुलह हुदैबिया झुक के की गई।
Exactly. उमर बिन ख़त्ताब रज़ियल्लाहु अन्हु खुद he was very irritated. कैफ नज़र हदा कि हम लोग कैसे करेंगे? और हुजूर ने क्या फरमाया था? हमारे रब ने हमको ये बोला करने के लिए और हमारे दीन कभी ज़लील नहीं हो गई। बिल्कुल। तो सुलह हुदैबिया के 1 साल के बाद more than 4 times the people converted, जो 20 साल दावा में नहीं हुए थे वो। हम लोग अभी सुलह में हैं, हम लोग अभी इस मुल्क में रह रहे हैं सिटीजन के तौर से। हमारी शरीयत हमको इजाजत नहीं देती है कि हम लोगों को तंग करें किसी तरीके से। शरीयत ना अकल, ना शरीयत ना अकल। तो हम लोग जो कर सकते हैं करेंगे और हम लोग बहुत कर सकते हैं।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया जनाब डॉक्टर यासिर कादी साहब आपकी आमद का।
So we are living in time of Hudaybiyah.
You mean right before Muslims conquered Mecca? We got that little fake temporary peace treaty, so they decided to subjugate the whole place.
Yeah, the time like they kind of, okay, let's compromise everything other side is asking. It was so bad, even Umar was criticizing, right? Muhammad is compromising everything other side is asking, but deep down, they're just figuring out their way to have to go and conquer
Yeah, and basically they needed some time to rebuild.
Yeah.
And, yep. So hey, we don't want to be attacked right now. Let's just go ahead and come to an agreement, give them a treaty, give them everything they want, just as long as they don't attack us for a little while we build up our forces. And they built up their forces, and all right, guys, time to fight again.
That's the plan.
That's brilliant.
Right?
Brilliant plan. Brilliant plan.
We distract the government with we are compromising on all the things you are asking, while deep down we are planning to figure out the ways to take all of you down from the political angle, from the other angle, love jihad, whatever, all types of jihad. But right now the impression we are giving is we do whatever you ask us to do.
Yep. And that's again very similar to what Sheikh Asim al-Hakim would say. You're not strong enough to fight, so do this. And that goes back to the time of Muhammad. He's in Mecca. Hey, let's not fight over this. Why? Because I'm too weak to fight. Later on, when I'm strong enough to fight, then I'm going to fight, and I'm going to subjugate you. And that's when you get all these awesome quotes from his companions like Abu Darda. We smile in their faces while cursing them in our hearts. And here you have Sheikh Yasir Qadhi ultimately saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Game plan has never changed. Simple game plan.
Well, there's a reason they need to follow the example of Muhammad, right? They learn from the best.
Yeah, what I can't understand is just when you've been using the exact same game plan for 14 centuries and people still won't catch on to it because that's how stupid they are. And then if you even bring it up, you say, hey, guys, look at the time of Muhammad. Look at his time in Mecca. Then look at his time in Medina when he still wasn't strong enough to subjugate the population, but he was strong enough to fight, and then switch the message, change from no jihad or just what they would call now jihad of the tongue, and it changed to defensive jihad, actual fighting, but only if someone else starts it. And then eventually, when they're the most powerful force, then it becomes offensive jihad. We have this all over the place in their books that this is the strategy. It's what you find in the Quran. It's what you find in the Hadith. It's what you find in the Sirah. It's what you find in commentators. And this is the plan. It's been the plan for 14 centuries. And yet you have people, but look, there's so many people, there's so many peaceful Muslims here. And, they make up 1% of the population, and they're peaceful. Say you're wrong about Islam being violent. Oh my goodness, people are dumb.
Well, God hands people over to their desire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's the part I wanted to bring it to people's attention. We know that's what is their game plan. They compromise while you are kind of thinking, oh yeah, they are building the water wells while they are feeding the hungry. Actually, they are just preparing their guns to come after you very soon. That's what it is. There was a comment for you. In Matthew 12:43-45, demons tend to ruin a person that they possess and get other demons with them. Are Yasir Qadhi and his ilk demons?
No, that wouldn't work. So you could say demons follow that pattern, but all kinds of other things follow that pattern as well. Like a virus follows that pattern. Like it goes into an area and then has to spread to, ruins everything, and then has to spread to another. So yeah, there are multiple things that can do that.
Yasir Qadhi needs Jesus. He needs to repent. Thank you very much for your generosity, by the way. Okay, that was the end of the video. That's overall it. Let me just acknowledge a few super chats here. All you need to do, people in the chat, just tag DCCI Ministries, and then I'll get to see what you are saying. And even I can see right now without you saying. So there is Hadith. Abbas, the Prophet used to copy the people of the scripture in matters in which there was no order from Allah. Prophet corrupted the stories of the book. Welcome.
That's true.
And now Muslims are corrupting their very book as well. Thank you very much for your generosity. I'm growing some Turkish peppers in your honor. Why are you doing in my honor? I am still alive. What should I do with them? Just make sure you water them. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
How come I've never heard of Turkish peppers?
I don't know.
Are they hot?
They are very healthy. You've got the spicy and not spicy version as well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Maybe you should travel to Turkey. You can have stuffed peppers. You can have lots of different peppers.
Well, when I'm going and taking over Hagia Sophia, I will eat some peppers.
To celebrate the victory?
Mm-hmm. And that pepper's going to be delicious. Not as delicious as my victory over Turkey, but it'll be pretty good.
Thank you very much for your generosity. If you think indoctrination is completely with the person changing his mind as a result of evidence, then it doesn't explain why others don't change their minds despite overwhelming evidence.
This is Nordine, who's weird and obsessed with everyone always talking about demons behind everything. And Nordine has insisted that the reason Muslims believe in stupid stories is because of demonic possession. Therefore, you shouldn't be reasoning with them. You should be casting out demons. And I go ahead and point out that, no, if you have young people and you raise them to believe really stupid stories and those stories aren't challenged and they're never encouraged to develop any critical thinking skills, they tend to just go on believing. And so as one additional point, I pointed out that if it's all demonic, then how come people can be exposed to factual information and then leave that stuff? They didn't get an exorcism. They were persuaded by evidence. And Nordine's brilliant response here is, but other people don't change their minds in light of that evidence. Right, Nordine, because people are different. People are different. There are different people in the world who think differently, who are more skeptical or less skeptical, who are smarter or dumber. There are differences in people. So, yeah. And the other thing Nordine does is Nordine will try to change the subject of every live stream, no matter what the topic is, to talk about demons. And Nordine doesn't seem to think that in itself might be demonic. Like, we need to be obsessed with always talking about demons all day, every day, no matter what else we could be talking about.
The first question is then, how do you remember this? How do you remember this person?
Because Nordine does this every single live stream. Not over here, but every live stream I'm on with AP's channel, my channel, Nordine comes in, starts trying to turn the subject to demons all day.
One of the things is also when you speak to Muslims who live among Muslims, you pointed out like they never expose the other ideas, other options. So their family thought, oh yeah, as a man, you can beat your wife. They see their father is beating their mother. They see their uncle is beating their mother. And then from early age, they start beating their sisters, all those kind of things. So they never come to the place where, oh yeah, beating must be wrong, because everyone does it, right? There is no one says, oh, don't do that. Until you kind of try to expose that there is something wrong what you are doing. There is a kind of first huge defense. Oh no, this can't be wrong. I've seen everyone is doing this. Why it is wrong? I'm disciplining, and they try to justify it. Oh, I'm loving that person, therefore I want the good for that person. Therefore, I'm just making that person to make sure she's got green skin. Versus someone, when you confront someone, they will say, oh yeah, it hurts. It's painful. Therefore, I need to adjust something else. So they never been exposed someone who thinks outside of their box. And I don't know if you remember Bilal Phillips' video where he was saying like, people are leaving Islam because they start thinking critically. Until they don't start thinking critically, yeah, they stuck in it.
Yeah,
and you give them the evidence, and then they just like, good.
Yeah, and remember Daniel Hakikachu, he said we basically need lots of first cousin marriage to keep people's IQs low enough so that they won't leave Islam. So even these guys understand it's a matter of like intelligence and critical thinking ability. Yep.
Yep. Therefore, you just keep them in. Keep them in. Oh, this guy just. David would just admit Yasir Qadhi is a demon because he believes something that he himself refutes.
Yeah. Speedrunners messing with Nordine here. Yeah, that's the only explanation. I agree.
It's good that people are responding to one another. Okay, I think we can stop here, David.
Mm-hmm.
What have you been up to? What is coming for you that we can keep eye on? Have you converted yet? Have you come into the true church, David? Have you got the name and the candle?
Oh yeah, what was that name? Oh, Spiridon? Is that what I came up with? Spiridon? Yeah. Spiridon.
Unless you changed it.
No, I'm gonna stick with Spiridon. That was cool. Spiridon. And then I'll change my channel name to Spiridon Apologetics, and I will crush all these Protestants and everyone else.
You mean you will crush the Bible?
No, the Protestants who get the Bible totally wrong and don't know about the true church.
I think that needs to be rephrased. So you are gonna go against Bible. You change the name of your channel and go against the Bible.
No, just the Protestants.
That's going against the Bible.
Nope. Going against their Martin Luther and their John Calvins, going after them all.
You know, before Martin Luther, there was a book called Genesis in the Bible. Before Martin Luther, there was a book called John in the Bible.
But could only be interpreted by the one true church.
Such a shame. Jesus said, I'll live with you my spirit, right? But anyway, so your plans are get a new name, get a new channel name, and then bash the Bible. And what else do you want us to keep?
Wreck all the Protestants. Nope, I'll actually be out of town for 2 days. Gonna be moving somebody, and yep, then we'll be back on the weekend, see what's up.
Okay.
Lots of fun stuff going on though. Lots of Dawa meltdowns everywhere.
Did you hear their stupid argument? But anyway, we don't have time for that. They've got like this very stupid argument come up, like just repeat.
You're gonna have to narrow it down, because when you say, hey, they've got a stupid argument, it's like that. No, that's all they've got is stupid arguments.
Let me just acknowledge this. I know this guy is harassing you stuff, but when people give you money without thinking they are giving their money to the Christian apologist, I still need to acknowledge it. What makes a person smarter, more spectacle than others?
Well, a variety of factors, Nordine. Are you denying that? Oh, my goodness. Nordine wants me to say that demons make people smarter or dumber and more or less skeptical. I'm not going to say it, Nordine. I'm not going to say it. Nordine, you have a problem. You think demons are behind everything that happens, and anything, especially anything you don't like. People have a fallen, sinful nature. They don't need demons to be stupid or to make the wrong decision. They don't need demons. And you are giving them way too much credit. Way too much credit. And it's sick and disgusting. Again, it's like the person who, anytime he does something wrong, says, Satan made me do that. Satan is not omnipotent. He's not omnipresent. He's not everywhere. So if you act like he is, oh my goodness, I do that because of Satan. Oh no, Satan made me do that. Oh no, Satan made me do that. You're giving Satan too much credit and making him more powerful in your mind than he actually is. Cut this nonsense out.
Well, someone thinks you love him, but you won't just say it.
Yeah. I have a soft spot for mentally ill people.
Okay, so have you got any videos you are going to put up we need to keep eye on? Or
I recorded Luke's first video. We didn't have a chance to edit it, and we're heading out tomorrow, but maybe we'll be able to edit it on the plane. He recorded Luke's first video.
Does he have his own channel yet?
No. He's gonna post some videos on my channel till he gets enough people watching him and stuff, and then break off. He's interested in examining Islam historically, And it's interesting because it's the Dawa guys. It's the Dawa guys who ticked him off by going after his mom. He had zero interest. And now he wants to wreck Islam.
Well, I guess you need to thank them for bringing other side of your son and having him be curious about these false ideologies.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the Dawa's contribution to the David's family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we will stop here. Thank you very much, everyone who joined us in the chat. Thank you very much for joining me, David, as well. By God's grace, we will see you in a few weeks. God bless you all.